Rhode Island is facing an escalating affordable housing crisis that affects everyone, from renters to homeowners. As the smallest state in the country, it's easy to overlook the severity of this issue. But the reality is, more and more Rhode Islanders are struggling to find affordable housing. Whether you're a student, a working family, or a young professional, the dream of securing a stable home is becoming increasingly out of reach. The situation is so dire that it is now affecting the state's economic stability and public health, both in urban and rural areas. If we don't address the issue soon, it will continue to spiral out of control. This is not solely a matter of the very costly price of housing, it's a matter of growing wages as opposed to rent or home ownership fees. For many individuals, even renting a small apartment financially hurts them. Rental prices in Rhode Island have doubled in the past few years, but wages have not. This has left Rhode Islanders with fewer options, so that they must spend a greater percentage of their income on housing. With little left for the necessities of food, healthcare, and even education, it is not just a housing crisis, it's an economic burden that touches every aspect of life. In 2023, the average rent for a two-bedroom apartment in Rhode Island was $1,887 per month. For many families, this is far beyond what they can afford. To put into perspective, a Rhode Island family would need to earn over $128,000 per year to afford a median-priced home in Providence. But the reality is, most families in Rhode Island make nowhere near that amount. The median household income in Rhode Island is significantly lower, making home ownership an impossible dream for many. Renters are struggling, and potential homebuyers are being left out on the market entirely. Although affordable housing is out of reach for many, homelessness is an even greater issue. There are over 2,400 homeless individuals in Rhode Island, and 877 of them are families with children. 1,565 individuals have no home to call their own, and the numbers are even growing. These individuals are forced to sleep on the streets or in shelters, struggling every day just to survive. The rising cost of living, coupled with the severe lack of affordable housing units, is forcing more people into homelessness each year. These are not just numbers. These are real human beings, including children, that are suffering because of our lack of housing. We need to act today to provide relief and create paths for affordable housing for those who have nowhere else to go. But the issue is not just with the cost, it's also with the lack severe of housing supply to meet the growing demand. In 1986, Rhode Island issued over 7,000 permits for homes. In 2023, that number dipped to just over 1,100. This steep decline in new home construction is a direct cause of the housing shortage, which makes it even harder for people to have a place to call home. As not sufficient new homes are being built, the low supply is driving prices up, causing even more people not to be able to afford homes. This is resulting in a situation where only the wealthiest residents can afford to live in Rhode Island, and working-class families are being marginalized to sidelines or forced out together. One of the biggest challenges Rhode Island faces in addressing this issue is its zoning laws. These laws restrict where and how new housing can be developed. Many areas are zoned for single-family homes, which limits the amount of multifamily or apartment-style housing that can be built. Given that the demand is high for affordable units, this outdated zoning structure only makes the problem worse. Developers are often unable to build these types of housing that are needed to meet demand, and communities are left without the housing options they desperately need. These restrictive zoning laws have become a major barrier to solving the affordable housing crisis in Rhode Island. So what needs to change? We need to reform in zoning laws first by opening up more spaces for the development of affordable housing. We can open up more homes to those who can actually afford them. Allowing the development of multifamily units and apartment buildings would give the bargaining power to act on the high demand for affordable housing. It's also crucial that we incentivize developers to build more affordable units. This can be done by offering tax credits or subsidizing developers who would undertake affordable housing projects on a priority basis. Stronger policy efforts need to be implemented to provide Rhode Islanders with safe, affordable housing. The affordable housing issue is not only an individual issue, but a community issue. Affordable housing directly relates to our economic health, community health, and our quality of life. Our local leaders need to take this issue seriously and push for policies that will resolve the affordable housing issue. Whether through petition signing, town meeting attending, or simply spreading the word that change needs to happen, we can all be a solution to this crisis. All of this is the reason we started Home for All RI. Home for All RI was created out of a deep concern for the growing housing crisis in our state. A group of passionate Rhode Islanders, including community advocates, even housing experts and concerned citizens, came together to form this movement with a simple goal: to ensure every Rhode Islander has access to safe, affordable housing. Recognizing that the crisis affects all of us, we decided to use our voices to advocate for change. Through petitions and collaboration with local lawmakers, we aim to bring attention to this issue and push for real, lasting solutions. Our mission is to raise awareness, mobilize communities, and work directly with legislators to reform policies and improve access to affordable housing. The time to act is now. Rhode Island's housing crisis is only going to worsen if we don't make changes today. By advocating for zoning reform, supporting affordable housing initiatives, and pushing for stronger regulations, we can begin to fix this problem. Let's work together to ensure that everyone in Rhode Island has a place to call home. Thank you very much.